mid-illness, I was thinking surely there's something that could help me with this. So I had a look on the internet, I bid and I won, and the problem was that item was in Worcester. Worcester being 3.5, 4 hours from here. For the past 2 weeks or so, I've been suffering with vertigo. I'm dizzy most of the time when I'm moving. It's like I'm drunk, but I'm not. Lightheaded, you feel nauseous after you've been moving about for a bit. It's the nightmare to deal with. I didn't collect it straight away. I delayed it by a week just because I knew that I was really bloody dizzy, and I was hoping that I would be all right in a week's time, but I wasn't really. I bit the bullet and decided to go on a little bit of a venture. Let's get rocking. Right, I've been driving for an hour. It's been all right. First half an hour. Country lanes, windy. Oh, felt a bit sick after that, but past half hour it's just been straight main road, so it's been all right. Just stopped and it's got some bits, some fruit and stuff. Onwards, another 136 miles to go. Brilliant. "20 minutes away, but I've stopped because I needed to go to the toilet. I was getting a bit tired. Focus. Rest. I'm gonna end up being a zombie when I'm there, eh? I thought I'd buy a chocolate bar. I don't often buy chocolate bars. Well, I never buy chocolate bars actually. A Boost, 85p. Bloody hell! Do you remember when they was like 35p or something? Absolute rip-off. I've just driven another 100 miles. I haven't really stopped or anything, so that's what, 5.5 hours worth of driving. His road was sloped. Trying to get it in the van is quite difficult. I felt like a right idiot. I told him that I had vertigo, because otherwise he might have thought I was a div. I went to my mate's house, Ben. Yeah, he's at the door. He's about halfway where I was going, so I thought I'd swing by and just come and see him. Right, I'm going to hang out here for an hour and then I've got another couple of hours to drive.
Like me, but like
Hello, Ruggy. Day one of brain training. I need to do stuff. I need to get my head to agree with my eyes and my ears that I'm not on the boat. I've got the handle off. This is a cover plate that goes on there, which I wasn't sure about. That was the whole problem that I was having, and I couldn't get this cover plate off initially. Like a 1mm packer, and I was just sliding it down just to force it off the edge a little bit. What I ended up doing was getting my screwdriver, putting it flat like that, and then just twisting it, and then it popped off. There's a circlip there. Now that had popped off, and then the handle came off totally. The spindle was too short. It's actually the wrong length and it's the wrong type. So I've bought another one. This is 130mm long. The actual one that comes with handle is 125. That spindle's about 2 mil, 1 or 2 mil too long. Let's cut it then. Right, it's just like my coordination's totally off. Totally off. I'm like, I want to say I'm like a something, but it's probably politically incorrect, so I won't say it. But you know what I mean, do you? You know what I mean. Ah, it's not like that. That's wrong. I need to go that way a bit. Right, I took it back off and then I've repositioned it. Oh, that was bloody difficult. Is that? Yeah, that is working. I thought we went up further than that before. Oh, it's not lined up now. Proving to be an absolute pain in the ass. A little bit more force. Pop that up and stick another 1 mil packer in there, and then that'll lift it slightly. Right, so that was more difficult than it should have been. So yeah, I can't do fiddly bits really. So the door's in, but I need to get the glass in, and the glass is here. Question is, would you do it? Would you do it by yourself? Would you drink 3 pints and then lift 70 kilograms of glass by yourself? Would you do that? Would you do that? It has been a week or so since I put the handle on the door. That was an absolute nightmare. But I've been trying to do stuff just to try and get my head into a better place. There are exercises you can do for vertigo. They're quite difficult to do. Fucking hell. I think I would rather, in fact, wear these bad boys. Maybe these will help rather than doing the exercises. The good thing that's happened is Arthur's a bit better now and he's able to actually go on walks. So I take him out for a walk every day. We're going to take him for a walk now, and then probably tomorrow or something I'll show you what's in the van. Do you think it's a male thing, or do you think it applies to both sexes? Is it just me? Is it because maybe I'm stubborn? Is it because I'm cynical maybe? Or is it I'm just a lone wolf? This is an observation about myself really. It's not a cry for help or anything. I've just noticed that I recognise I need help, but I just don't want it. Is it I don't want it, or I just don't want to ask for it? But but I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to ask for it, but I just can't trust other people. Is that it? What it is? Yeah, I mean, like building your own house. It's difficult. It is difficult. I've had a few offers of help, like even like my neighbour or other subscribers, even like a couple of my mates, but it's just, I don't know, I just feel weird about it. Like, I don't really. You're just relying on another person. I don't really want to do that. Do you know what I mean? I like helping people. I do. I'll do it just because I can. But I don't. What are other people's motivations? Like, why do they want to do it? Just asking Lou to hold something for me or do something for like 20 minutes, that's an absolute nightmare. Because she doesn't want to do it. There'll come a point where I need to involve some tradesmen. I will. It doesn't make it any easier from what I've experienced with tradesmen in general. I hate the thought of paying someone else for something that I can do, even though I can't necessarily do it, or I've not even done it before. But so my YouTube friends, I've been gone for a month, haven't I? So you'd think I would have had loads of work done, but I haven't. I've done nothing. See, a month ago I met up with a load of other YouTubers in London. Talk shop. I had the smallest channel there. Being in London with lots of people meant that I ended up picking up something which made me very, very bloody ill. So for the first 2 weeks I was out like a light. I was sleeping like 20 hours a day. I had a fever, I had a headache, my tonsils were swollen up like you wouldn't believe. They was all red raw. I had like all, I don't know what, ulcers on them. So I ended up doing a course of penicillin, but I only done that for 3 days out of 7 because God, like I was projectile sick on that stuff. It sorted my tonsils out, they went down, but then I was still left with like a fever and headache. I know you love me, Arthur. Thank you, Arthur. When I was at the meet-up, I ended up sitting next to Robin Clevitt when we went out for an evening meal. He wanted some help with some of his social media, and I said that I'd help him. I'm not sure that's going to quite happen. Maybe he does. He also recognises that he needs help and he needs to delegate things, but he doesn't want to relinquish control. Maybe that's it. Just as we were saying goodbye for the evening, we was talking about it again, and he said, "Well, how can I help you?" I was stumped. I was like, "Well," I said, "No, I'm all right. I don't need any help." And he was just like, "Well, no, like I can come round and we can do something. What stage are you at now?" And he said, "Well, come up with an idea and then come back to me." But I'd end up getting him to do something that I could do. But I want to do it. It doesn't make any sense, does it?